How's it going, Savage Life family? Today we're looking at Mara Patent Group. It's a stock here that has me off of my seats, and it has me extremely excited because I definitely want to throw a whole lot of funds into this stock here. And it seems today it is dipping quite well, so that's an excitement as well. So I gotta see where to reallocate my funds in order to dive a big portion into Mara Patent Group, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why. In the past week they're up 8 months, in the past month up 24, in the past 3 months 1,251%, and finally in the past year up almost 4,000%. And that is for the reason that this company here is not a patent group. It's not a patent company anymore. What they switched their business model over to is mining cryptocurrency. And we have all seen the rise of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is on a tear. It does not stop, up 52,000 and up 42,000 in the past year. Now, due to the recent attention that Tesla has given it, Bitcoin has just been rising higher and higher day by day. I'm sad to say that I owned 2 Bitcoin back in 2014. I was extremely young and ended up spending it on dumb necessities, but if I held on to it, that's 100k right there. So if you all want to know my biggest L, that's the biggest L I've ever taken, wasting my 2 Bitcoins for something ridiculous. So the company is an ambitious up-and-coming name in the field of cryptocurrency mining. Only firm believers in the future of Bitcoin and other digital assets should take a long position in Mara stock. And if you're not a firm believer of Bitcoin, think about it this way: the richest man in the US, or shall I say the world, just invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. So obviously we know the richest man in the world is the richest man for a reason. His IQ is over 200, and he seems to know the direction that Bitcoin is heading. So if he bought it at these steep prices here, then there's nothing but up for Bitcoin in the future. So Mara's share price tends to follow the price of Bitcoin, at least to a certain extent. Seems as most of their miners are focused on Bitcoin for that reason. And the major catalyst is essentially a filing with the US Securities and Exchange Commission shows that Tesla invested 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. So that is the major catalyst causing stocks like Mara and Riot to ride up. And the good thing about Mara is that they do not have much competition in this field. It seems this field is lacking major competition, and it's a field that could get extremely exploited due to the fact that the majority of the world is now opening their eyes to cryptocurrencies. So Mara Patent Group bills itself as one of the largest Bitcoin self-mining companies. And as for the stock itself, it seems that a lot more individual investors would put their money in Mara Patent Group if they were not named what they were named. A lot of people believe this is just a patent company, but that is not the very case. I actually found out about them about a month ago when they were sitting at $30 to $33. And on my TD Ameritrade portfolio, I ended up buying 100 shares, and I'm up quite a bit, as you can see. My mistake for not doubling down, seeing as the chart pattern here is indefinitely that is going to continue to rise. So I want to put another big portion of my Robinhood portfolio to invest in Mara Patent Group. So we'll see how that goes in the next couple of days as soon as I exit my CCIV position. Now, they announced at the end of January that it has made a $150 million investment into Bitcoin, and it now owns over 4,800 Bitcoins. Now, this is an individual investment. This doesn't mean that they invested it in mining hardware. They actually put 150 million in the buying of Bitcoin. So that's just to have on their portfolio on hand, as well as they have contracts for more than 100,000 mining machines. Those machines should all be online by first quarter of 2022. And when I tell you, once those machines activate, they're going to rake in so much profit. Imagine what Bitcoin has done in the year of 2021 alone. If we look at the past 3 months and pay attention to January and up, they were sitting at 29,000 in January, and they're all the way up to 52,000. And it's only been 2 months since 2021 has started. So by the end of 2021, seeing as the direction this chart is heading, we could possibly see Bitcoin breaking 80 to 90K by the end of this year. Now, if all those machines activate in the first quarter of 2022, we're gonna go ahead and calculate how much revenue Mara could actually bring in, which is actually a huge excitement for me, because seeing this price here at $45, you would think, since they were sitting at this $1 to $2 range, which is sad to say, I did not see it when it was at this range, I would have went all in. But seeing as it jumped up over 3,000% in the past year, a major amount of analysts believe that it's extremely overvalued at the current moment, due to the fact that they look at like the past 10 years of the company, and they don't really take account the fact that they have remodeled their whole business model, and the bringing in of revenue is going to skyrocket for the company. They just look at technical chart analysis and see it's been flatlined for the past 3 years. So this major run up here is just due to hype, and it is extremely inflated at the current moment. But in the past 4 months, Mara switched their business model, and it absolutely supercharged the stock during the past 4 months. Note that the price has gone from $2 to $38, and the market capitalization is now at 3.5 billion. Well, 4.5 billion actually since the past week. So when looking at companies, I like to look at the big names here, big names who are investing in the company. And we have BlackRock here, which is one of my favorite groups to follow. Vanguard as well, which a couple of you have investment portfolios in Vanguard. Goldman Sachs, as you all know, and they have been increasing their positions since December 31st. They have been adding, we can see here, BlackRock added 808,000 shares, Vanguard 567,000, Goldman 275. And those names that I have mentioned have not decreased any positions at all. Morgan Stanley decreased only 6,000 out of the 119,000 shares that they held. I'm going to go ahead and see how low it could possibly dip today or tomorrow. Tomorrow, seeing as it's Friday, the SPY has been red the whole week, so if it's possibly red tomorrow, then we could see another dip for Mara tomorrow. But if I see the chart transitions over and it transitions over to a green day, I don't want it to break that $50 mark, so I'll go ahead and see if I can hop in. But we'll have to see how tomorrow absolutely plays out. So you guys let me know if you have any positions in Mara Group and what you think of this company here possibly, because I also wanted to say before I go, which was extremely important, was according to the publicly available Bitcoin profit calculators, which at the end of the day, when you invest in a company, you want to see profits. If all the miners they have purchased were deployed today and Bitcoin's price was at 30,000, it would produce approximately 55 to 60 Bitcoins per day at an average cost of 4,500 Bitcoins. They would generate approximately 51.5 million in revenue per month and 43.6 million in gross profit per month. As evidenced by this order and the many to follow, Marathon remains to track to officially become one of the largest miners in North America. So that's the profits that they are going to be bringing in on the first quarter of 2022. So there is a lot of time to hop into this company before this huge catalyst erupts. So I want you guys to let me know what you think of Mara. And if you enjoyed this video, of course, be sure to smash that like, subscribe, and comment. I'll go ahead and catch you guys on the next one.